the last podcast recording, I don't think that there was an actual tournament that was going to determine John Cena's last opponent. I think we were all thinking about it being either handpicked or they're just going to announce somebody or someone was going to walk out into the middle of the ring and just say, "I want to face you, John Cena," and then that was it. But recently, in the past like week or two, they basically said, "Okay, for John Cena's last opponent." We're going to do a tournament to determine who gets a chance to potentially beat John Cena in his last match. WWE is using a 16-man tournament to determine Cena's final opponent. Andres, what do you think? Is this the right creative decision, or would you have rather it be like just, someone walks out and says, "I'm going to fight you"?
I'm cool with the idea of the tournament. I mean, I heard like the promo for it and like John Cena narrating it and stuff like that. And like when it was all said and done, I was a little like, like not sure. But the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, like that's cool. It's kind of like his own way of how he kind of came up to the main show too. Just kind of like walking up like, hey, like but this time they're earning their spot. So
Right.
I'm cool with it. Yeah. I'm just more curious, like who's going to be the winner of that. So honestly, I feel like they're going to pull like a swerve and like pull like another wrestler that we're not expecting to be in there. Maybe I'm hoping for something like a shocker of it.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah. I mean, there's I don't know when we're going to publish this show, but on the upcoming SmackDown of November 14th, LA Knight is facing a mystery opponent, and everyone is automatically thinking it's going to be like Edge or Jericho. I think maybe it's like, I don't know, Gunther or Matt Cardona, someone who's already appeared on NXT recently.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, right. I mean, like there are other folks that Cena's interacted with that I feel like could be interesting, and that seems a little more probable given the relationship with TNA. I mean, it could also be Nic Nemeth. I mean, he could show up and they're going to call him Dolph Ziggler. I mean, that would be interesting. But Chris, what do you think when they announced this 16-man tournament? Do you feel like the tournament is more interesting, or would you rather have been like one person? And then they just kind of like build the feud.
I mean, it definitely makes it more interesting because now you get to see this build up and these matches kind of happen, and then just seeing where it's going to be kind of taken, So it definitely makes it a little bit more interesting as it goes on, as the tournament goes on. You get to be like, oh, well, this person's out, so who's it going to be?
Yeah. I mean, in Cena's match, I mean, it's set at Saturday night's main event. It's in Washington, D.C. It's not at WrestleMania, or it's not at a Big Four pay-per-view like Survivor Series, which is coming up around the corner too. And it's not in his hometown. He's actually going to be on Raw in Boston, I think, which is also his final Raw this week too, on November the 10th. David, do you feel like it's a mistake, or do you feel like it's like a cool old school move to give a different event a historic moment versus like, giving it at a WrestleMania or, a Survivor Series?
I think it's cool. Like, Cena's been away long enough to where it's just like, it doesn't feel like out of place, you know?
You mean out of place in the sense of like, oh, this should be like a WrestleMania caliber?
Like in the sense that like think like an automatic like, oh, it should be this person, or like, oh, he just finished feuding with this person.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it all to the imagination.
Yeah. Chris, I mean, like, what do you think? So, in terms of like the actual breakdown of people who are, as of this recording, in the match, you got The Miz, he's facing Jey Uso. You got Sheamus and Rusev, and Damian Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura. And I think these are all the first round matches so far. What do you think of these matchups? Do you feel like these are good? And in terms of like the matches announced, Sheamus versus Rusev, Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight versus Mystery Person, and Jey Uso versus The Miz. Who do you think is coming out on top in those matches?
In each one, or just overall?
Who do you think goes on to the finals or the semifinals in that?
Shinsuke, baby. It's gonna be
So?
I think it's gonna be some left field thing, like unexpected, because people probably would expect like maybe a Sheamus or somebody like that. But I mean, I think it's gonna be somebody truly that like Cena might deem as like really hardworking, underrated type of person, you know.
So you think it's going to be like a younger person versus like a veteran like Sheamus, who's also been around about, I mean, not as long as Cena, but pretty damn close.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like Sheamus versus Rusev, that's like the veterans versus veterans match. And then you also have Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And both, I mean, all four of those guys are, I won't say whippersnappers or up and coming talent. I mean, they've all had pretty much storied careers. Jey Uso, I mean, same thing. I mean, he recently got a big main event push, but he's also been a tag team for the better part of a decade. A decade plus, actually, because I think they kind of like 2010, maybe it's like 15. Jesus. And I mean, Gunther is like, people threw around Gunther as a possibility. I don't think they've announced him for any match yet within this, but that's been thrown around even before the tournament started, that this was going to be, you know, his final opponent. I mean,
Did he have a match with John Cena, or did I make that up? Who did he fight in Berlin?
in Berlin, Bash at Berlin.
Yeah.
You're asking if John Cena had a match with Gunther?
Yeah, didn't he? Did I make that up?
I don't think he's had a match with Gunther.
Was it Cody?
No.
Who did he fight?
I know Cody had a match with.
Or was it Jey
I
Uso?
think-
Maybe I'm thinking.
Yeah, you might be thinking of that, but I don't think John Cena's had a match with Gunther. So, I mean, out of all of those, that seemed like it makes the most sense. But I mean, it could be someone out of left field, because I mean, it's there is also an NXT angle, and this is kind of pretty niche. But Brooks Jensen, he is the son of Bull Buchanan, or B2, and he's pushing a 22-year-old story that Cena screwed his father, because in 2002, when Cena was like starting the whole rapper gimmick, he had this partner in Bill Buchanan as like his tag partner, bodyguard type person. And then I think they lost against Los Guerreros, maybe. And basically, like, I guess dumped him for Road Dogg. So there's this interesting angle where maybe this young up and coming NXT guy maybe wants a shot at facing John Cena to get revenge for his father, who most people probably didn't even know or remember that John Cena had a tag team
with.
David, what do you think? Do you think that would be interesting?
I love it.
Would you put him in
Book
the
it,
tournament?
Paul. Book it, Paul.
Book it. See, that would be interesting. I think that'd be good. And yeah,
especially since Road Dogg's the head writer of SmackDown.
right. I mean, he'd probably get a kick out of that shit. So there's that idea. Now, of course, we have all of these, and then there's the whole Forbidden Door idea and fantasy booking. So they've talked about in the tournament promotion that there might even be faces who don't even work here. Now, do you think it's just a carny trick to get people talking, or do you think
That'd be awesome?
Or do you think there's any chance in hell like an AEW contracted person like Adam Copeland or Chris Jericho would show up?
Breach of contract.
I mean, I think.
Is Jericho contracted? Right? Do we know that?
His ends in December, I think.
Allegedly, we don't know.
Well, I mean, like I think it's a rumor based on a rumor, and then now it's just kind of turned into a fact, and then people are rolling with it. But Yeah, the streets are saying that his contract ends in December. Jericho's. And Jericho has shown pictures of him working out, losing a lot of weight. And then some people are like, oh, it's because he's doing a WWE return. And it's possible, but maybe it's at the Rumble and not a John Cena, match. But Chris, what do you think?
Judas starts playing.
I know it wouldn't be Judas. It'd be
Din, din, din,
break the
din,
walls
din,
down.
din. Nah. It'd be Judas.
It'd be Judas?
It's his music. He can play wherever the hell he wants. Get a
But I think he
WWE
wants
crowd
that.
to sing that shit.
I think he wants that pop, though. I mean, I guess
That would be a
Judas. But do you feel like do you feel like only the sickos would know that that's Jericho's theme song? Or do you feel like the WWE has like a giant audience, like 18,000 in the arena? Would they know
They'd
that,
figure
oh,
it
it's
out.
Jericho? Yeah. So
I prefer the
I
countdown.
think enough. Nah, dude, it should be Judas. Judas is a gold record. Judas is a gold record. That's a feat. That's a feat to celebrate if you're gonna bring somebody back.
You can't really
That's true.
sing his like original WWE theme song like his Judas is the gimmick of like singing the lyrics to that song. You know what I mean? Just like Cody.
Kind of started it here, yeah.
that's true. But like the thing with Cody's is that Cody Rhodes, like that theme song, like when he solidified his main event status and he created this company, that theme song was attached to him. The difference between that and Jericho's Break the Walls Down, like that is when he became super popular, and that's what he's like known for as a legend with that theme song. So that's where I feel like there's a difference. Cody Rhodes' theme song, that's iconic because that's how he became that main eventer. And Jericho is, I feel like his 25 plus career in WWE is known with that theme song. So that's why I feel like they'd probably just have him play that. And honestly, Triple H probably would be petty and be like, "No, you're not doing Judas in WWE. We have a theme song you've already used that you're known for in the Fed." So
Judas.
that would be fun. That would be fun.
It was,
Yeah.
Judas was an NXT takeover for like its official theme song.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah, he did have like there were a couple of Judas. There were a couple of Fozzy songs that were WWE pay-per-views. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure Jericho is like enough of a veteran where he has say in WWE creatively and in AEW. So yeah, so I guess that's where my like thinking is like, oh, maybe he has good graces enough with Tony Khan where they would basically be like, okay, fine, you have like a week or two left, but I'll just let you leave early because I appreciate you and what you've done for AEW and the business. So I could see that. I don't know of anyone else who would have that leeway. I don't even think Adam Copeland would because he just joined like what, a year and a half, 2 years ago at this point. So
I mean, he breached his contract to get there.
Edge or Jericho?
Well, it was Edge at the time. He was already talking. He was talking to Tony already before he was officially gone.
Painmaker, Cena.
I feel like Adam Copeland is less likely than I feel like Jericho.
I think
If we had to go crazy.
I mean, Copeland would make the most sense. I think. As far
well, that's
as,
like one of probably his
famous
biggest
Cena
rivalry.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks if we don't see it. And I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't think Tony Khan would ever allow that. So I mean, like TNA, AAA, like wrestlers, that's more likely because they have active partnerships with WWE. So like a Jeff Hardy, a Matt Cardona, a Nic Nemeth, I think like people who don't even work for WWE, I think that's the most likely scenario. So I think that's probably where they're going to go. So before we move on to our last segment, I do want to ask everybody the big question about this, and I'll do round robin style. I want to ask you, who do you actually think should face John Cena in that match, and then who should win that match? Chris.
Who should face him? I think it should be some young talent. I don't know. I don't know a name like, oh, this young person deserves it, but I think it should be somebody who's an up and comer who has a big future, because that would give them the biggest kind of push. Would make more sense for that person to have a win over Cena. Assuming that it would be a win for the other person, not John Cena winning on top. But I feel like John Cena, knowing John Cena and his character, I think he would put somebody over, and it would be some young person. So unnamed young person probably winning. That's my bet. What was your second question?
I mean, who would win that match? You would say that person would win, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
David, what about you? Who do you think is gonna actually face him, and who's winning?
LA Knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would make sense. All right, finally, just
Yeah.
give him something.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a young whippersnapper, but he definitely. I feel like. I mean, they haven't given him a big, or he's had the United States Championship, but like he hasn't won a world title, and I feel like maybe this could give him another push to get in that.
He's gonna get. He's still got a good amount of time in him, like in terms of like match quality and stuff. Like he's not gonna fall off anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's got a decade in him. I mean, if he really just stays the course, you know. So you think it's LA Knight, and you think he's beating John Cena?
Yep.
Nice. All right, Andres, who do you got? Who's actually facing him, and who's winning?
Kind of like with Chris on that, like someone more in the up and coming, but maybe like someone who's kind of established, but they can definitely use a victory like that. I'd probably say someone like Gunther would be a good point because he's been gone for a little bit, right? So him would be good. But like the fan in me would really like to see it maybe be, even though I think they fought already in Randy Orton. So
Okay.
he's
Yeah, I
like
mean,
the only guy that's still in the company that can probably, it's still like on the same timeline as him, and who kind of came in around the same time as him, and just as like a poetic, like final, opponent, whatever.
I mean, some people were thinking like, oh, John Cena can face CM Punk for like his belt as like the last match, and then just have him win the championship one last time. I think that's less likely. I mean, that'd be great for them to do a match and a last match in somewhere besides Saudi Arabia, but I don't think that's likely. I think I would I think Dominic Mysterio would be great if he like beat John Cena. Just have him keep doing that streak of just like Intercontinental Championship, AAA Mega Championship, beats his father at Survivor Series, which is probably going to happen, and then also beat John Cena, and then just have him keep racking up those wins. I think I love to see that, and then have him turn face at WrestleMania. They hug it out, like Ray and him hugs it out, and he has a generational babyface run. So that'd be my ideal. Give Dom the win.
His light cheat and steal is already a pop. It's not a boo anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like you're like that promo he did with his father. Like anytime they feud with each other, I mean, it's just gold. Like they've only done it a handful of times, but like when he said to take his father's name out of his mouth when he was talking about Eddie Guerrero, I mean, just beautiful long-term storytelling. So we'll see. I'm excited for it. It's taking place on December 13th at Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. And we'll see who wins. Maybe John Cena gets screwed. Speaking of getting screwed,